麻煩同我講翻一句嘢咁，或者喺個 chat box 度打翻個字，所以我知道大家可以聽得清楚啊。有冇人聽到我講嘢？好，唔該晒，唔該晒。咁我哋今日咧就請咗3位講者啦，咁佢哋就嚟自非牟利機構 JET、Westgate Community College 同埋 Newcastle City Learning 嘅代表。咁佢哋就會分別講解下佢會為大家提供嘅免費英文課程啦，同埋一啲嘅就業資訊服務。咁我哋依家就我哋首先咧會係叫一位喺 NGO JET嘅講者咧，去講解下佢哋會提供嘅免費英文課程嘅。咁佢哋成程咧都會有PowerPoint 嘅。咁之後喺活動完結之後咧，我哋都會再分享俾大家啦。同埋喺活動期間咧，咁我都會將佢哋機構嘅一啲網頁咧黐翻去 chat box 入邊。咁大家就可以一路聽嗰陣時咧，都可以去翻到網頁睇一睇咯。咁喺過程期間咧，我都會盡量總結翻佢哋講過嘅嘢啦。咁如果大家有啲咩唔明嘅話，都可以喺個 chat box 度打定啲問題。咁後尾如果有時間剩嘅話咧，我哋都會叫翻講者去解答嘅。So I think we can start first with the English program. Thank you.
Do you think that everyone is here? Should I start or should we wait?
We can start now because I think most of them are here. It should be all right.
Okie dokie.
Thank you.
If you give me just a second, I'm gonna bring Samaila here so she can take up after me.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
大家等一等啊，因為有2位講者，大家都係同一個機構，所以佢哋因為有啲網絡嘅原因啦，咁佢哋可能依家淨係可以用到呢部電腦。咁喺與此同時咧，我就將第1、2位講者嘅機構資料咧，嗰個網頁咧就黐咗去 chat box 嗰度，咁所以大家就可以睇一睇先。咁我哋再等一等，等佢哋搞掂就可以開始噶啦。
好，唔該晒。
唔該晒。
Hello again. I'm sorry for this. It's internet issues.
It's all right. It's all right.
Good morning, everyone. Some of you might already know me. My name is Roxani Adoniadou, and I work for JET, Jobs Education and Training. Today, Shamaila, our National Career Service Advisor, and myself will be giving you a bit of information about the classes that we provide here at JET that you can take part in, and also the National Career Service Program, which is there to help you with your CV, with job applications, volunteering applications, anything you need in order to get your career started here in the UK. JET is a very small charity. We are based in Benwell, but we strive to do our best in order to help people improve their communication skills. So this is where the English classes come. We offer guidance when it comes to job hunting and opportunities for more training in order to feel comfortable to start your career here in the UK. And we also offer personal support. So if there is any issue that you're dealing with in your life here in the UK, we would be more than happy to help and support you overcome it and get yourself in a very good place here in the UK. Yeah. This is the information from the first slide. Would you like to?
Yeah, sure. 咁頭2位講者就係嚟自英國嘅非牟利機構 JET 啦。咁佢哋就主要會講2樣嘢。第一樣咧就係佢哋接下來咧會講解一個大家都可以參加嘅一啲英文課程啦。咁如果大家覺得自己英文可能有需要進步嘅，咁都可以參加呢個課程。咁另一個服務咧就係佢哋會提供翻啲就業諮詢嘅服務啦。咁就可以協助大家，譬如話初到埗英國喺揾工啊、寫 CV 啊，又或者點樣申請工作方面咧，佢哋都會提供翻啲指導服務啦，甚至乎係一啲在職訓練嘅。咁但係咧，如果大家譬如話生活上遇到啲咩難題啊，又或者有啲咩可能個人嘅 方面有啲需要嘅話咧，佢哋都會咧係為你提供一啲指導服務啊，或者係諮詢服務，咁等大家可以更好咁適應英國嘅生活啦，同埋融入翻個社區嘅。Thank you.
Thank you. BNO English to Go is an ESOL program that we have started here at JET in October last year. I think it was September, October. And it is especially created for people that have arrived to the UK from Hong Kong. We change it all the time in order to accommodate needs. So it's not that it is one course, this is what it is, and you have to do it, and that's it. But it has been running since October. We ran a first round until February, and now we are on the second round. What this course offers is, first we do a registration with a level placement test. So you come to us, we register you in order to be part of the course, and then you have to take a test in order to find your level, so we can place you in the correct class for you. We have classes for quite low levels, so if your English is so-and-so, that would be good for you. And we also have classes for high-level students that they just need to improve, or they want to learn more about the British culture. We also provide classes face-to-face and online, depending on where exactly you live in Newcastle. So even if you live a bit further away than Benwell, that we are based, you can still participate in the classes, but online. As I mentioned before, is a level-specific course, and we will be covering various topics from bathroom and kitchen furniture to transportation, to honestly anything that you can imagine that could be useful for your everyday life. And that will be presented through vocabulary, also basic grammar, listening, speaking, reading, pronunciation practice, and life in the UK and Newcastle information. So we are trying to cover all our bases, so you don't just improve your English, but you learn a bit more about the city that you live in and the country in general. At the moment, we have rolling enrollments for our second round, which means that people can come and register with us and start from the point that we are right now on the second round, and that depends on the class size. For example, there is a class every Wednesday at 1 o'clock, and it's quite full right now. We have 12 students. I can accept 2 more, and I will be accepting new students as we go, depending on how the class will be, depending on the numbers. We will start new rounds in September after the summer holidays. And one thing that I really need to make clear is that if you register for the classes at JET, the BNO English to Go, you cannot do the Dream Discover Do course at the college. It's either one or the other. Thank you.
Thank you. 咁佢第一個咧就提及到我哋大家可以參加嘅一個 BNO 英文班啦。咁呢一個英文班咧就係專門為啱啱嚟到英國嘅香港人咧係而設嘅。咁佢哋大概由舊年嘅9月份啦到10月份咧就已經開始咗第一個課程㗎啦。咁佢哋課程嘅架構咧就唔係話好死板嘅，因為都會根據大家實質嘅需要咧去調節翻啦。咁而依家咧佢哋我諗係2月份嗰陣時咧，佢就已經有一個即係第2 round 嘅課程啦。咁大家當然依家都可以報名嘅，但係咧佢就提到話因為佢哋譬如話星期3咧有一個課程就係下晝1點鐘係開始嘅，咁但係個位就唔多，就得翻2個位啦。咁如果大家有需要或者去想報呢個星期3嘅課程而又符合你嘅時間嘅話咧，咁仲有2個位剩，咁所以大家咧都可以報名睇下有冇機會咧去即係盡早上呢個英文班嘅課程啦。咁喺開始正式去就讀之前咧，咁佢就會幫你做一個水平測試啦。大概就係睇下大家嘅英文水平依家係去到邊個級別，然之後就會按翻你嘅英文水平咧，目前嘅英文水平啦去分班嘅。咁無論你係英文水平可能比較弱嘅，又或者你係可能已經比較流利，咁你想再改善下你啲英文嘅話咧，佢都會有一啲嘅課程咧去適合翻你嘅 英文程度嘅。咁當然依家嘅課程咧，佢有面授課程啦，亦都有網上嘅課程，咁就視乎大家嘅居住位置，即係近唔近佢哋中心而定㗎啦。咁喺課程期間咧，個課程就會涵蓋好多嘅日常用語啦，咁就主要係為咗大家可以適應啊，融入翻當地嘅生活。譬如話可能一啲廚房用具啊，又或者係啲搭車嗰陣時會成日用到嘅嘢啦。當然呢個課程都會涵蓋埋可能一啲文化上嘅問題啊，又或者去教翻大家去點樣可以聆聽會好啲啦，即係因為英國人啲口音可能我哋都唔係咁習慣。咁另外就係如果大家報唔切今期即係2月份開始嘅課程咧，喺9月份咧佢都會有新一環嘅課程，咁大家就可以嗰陣時先再報讀啦。但係留意嘅係咧，因為我哋有另一位講者咧，佢都會提供一個叫 Dream Discover Do 嘅生涯規劃嘅計劃啦。咁大家如果報讀咗呢一個英文班嘅課程嘅話咧，就唔可以再報讀頭先我所提及嗰個Dream Discover Do 嘅計劃㗎啦。咁呢一點就要留意翻。Thank you.
Thank you. When people are ready to continue on after the classes and start applying for work or volunteering, we have LC to keep them going. LC is another ESOL-based program, not exactly ESOL, but ESOL-based program, and it stands for ESOL Learner to Salary Earner, which means that we teach you ESOL for employability. For example, work in the UK, equality and diversity, sector-specific vocabulary when it comes to different sectors that you might be interested in working, for example, retail, customer service, hospitality. And it's quite useful, I would say. It has been running for 2 years now, and we had more than 80 people moving on to employability and volunteering. So this is one more course that JET can provide to you. We would start with the sessions I mentioned, work in the UK. You will also be receiving employability, CV, volunteer placement support, both by myself and Shamaila, that she will talk to you in a bit. There will be the sector-specific ESOL support that I mentioned, so vocabulary or expressions that you need to know when working at specific work environments. And then you will be moving on to volunteering or paid placements with various employers. The last time that we ran the program, we had Lush. We worked with Lush. It is a company that creates very natural products for beauty products. So soap, shampoo, creams, and so on. And we had people studying in order to work for them, and then having a placement with them for a month, and then 2 of them moved to employment. So this is just an example of what we mean. And we are working at the moment with the Discovery Museum and St. Oswald's Hospice, because they have many volunteering opportunities. So we guide people to the opportunity that fits best their interests and their previous experience. And having all this in mind, we hope that by the end of the program, you will end up working, having your own job here in the UK. Thank you. Would you like to?
Sorry, I forgot to unmute my microphone.
No worries.
唔好意思啊，大家，我頭先唔記得咗開翻個咪啦。咁除咗頭先我哋所講嘅一啲比較基本嘅英文課程之外咧，有另一個課程就係大家可能完成咗頭先嘅 BNO 英文班之後咧，都可以參加嘅。咁呢一個課程咧，就主要係比較係啲職業導向嘅課程啦。咁就等大家可能譬如話揾工嗰陣時學翻啲比較實用嘅英文。咁佢主要咧就係頭先我所講嘅，就係俾大家更好咁可以喺英國就業啦。第二嘅咧就係教導大家啲譬如話喺唔同行業佢哋會用嘅英文啦。譬如話如果你喺零售業，又或者你喺旅遊啊或者款待業嗰陣時，會有啲咩行業嘅專用字。咁佢呢個 program 咧，呢個課程咧就已經行咗2年㗎啦，所以其實佢哋都好有經驗啦。咁主要呢個課程咧，你可以睇到依家熒幕上面咧就有5步啦。第一步咧，可能就係講解下同大家講解下喺英國做嘢有啲乜嘢需知啊，又或者啲咩留意。 咁第二樣嘢咧就係會為大家咧提供一啲就業嘅支援啦，譬如話教大家點樣去寫翻張好嘅履歷啦，又或者係會提供一啲義工服務嘅機會俾大家。咁第三步咧，佢哋就會提供一啲針對翻唔同行業而設嘅英文課程啦，就好似我頭先所講零售業，又或者旅遊業，甚至乎如果你係餐飲業嘅話，有啲咩英文你係識咗會比較好啲咧？第四咧，完成咗呢3步之後咧，佢哋就會提供翻一啲銜接嘅義工機會啊，又或者就業機會俾大家。咁喺最拉尾嗰欄咧，佢就有提到話，佢哋都有同一啲公司合作，譬如話其中一間咧就係專門負責整啲一啲可能有機嘅美容品啦。咁但佢就會介紹大家咧去嗰間公司度就業工作1個月啦。咁大家就可以熟習下將所學嘅內容運用翻去職場入邊啦。而另外佢都有同一間博物館去合作嘅。咁因為嗰間博物館有好多嘅義工機會提供俾大家，可以練習下一啲技能啊，又或者係英文水即係提供翻大家嘅英文水平啦。咁當然喺為大家分配呢啲咁樣嘅機會之前，佢都會視乎你嘅興趣啦，又或者個人嘅就業取向而去決定翻究竟你會適合去邊度譬如話實習啊，又或者進行義工活動咁樣嘅。Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry. What follows is a bit more information on Elsie. I will be sending over this presentation to Andrew and he can share it with you so you can read it again at your own time. The only thing that I want to mention once again is that the purpose of this course is not to improve your English per se, but to improve your English in order to make you work ready. So it is ESOL classes around specific employment sectors, and it follows with it's been followed by work placements and experience opportunities. And Shamaila, that she will be talking to you in a bit, from our National Career Service team, will be supporting you when it comes to the CV and the applications for the volunteering or for work. So either you decide that you want to do this course or not, Shamaila will be supporting you either way. You don't have to be part of ELSI to get the employability support. It's just that if you go to ELSI, you will definitely get employability support by our National Career Service advisors. In order for people to participate in this, they need to be unemployed. So if you're already working, you cannot do it, but you can do the BNO English to Go classes. No worries about that. You will have to live around the Newcastle area because most of our employers are based in Newcastle and we wouldn't want you to live further away and having to travel all the time to do your volunteering placement. And the level of English should be around entry 3, maybe level 1. So if you come to do the placement test with us, I will inform you about ELSI right away if your level is adequate in order to participate. Thank you.
咁大家留意嘅就係咧，呢一個就業導向嘅英文課程咧，就唔係就唔係專注係改善大家嘅英文水平啦，而係希望大家可以透過呢個課程咧，去令到你準備好喺英國工作，即係提升翻你喺可能係工作方面嘅英文水平啦。咁留意嘅就係咧，如果你要報讀呢個 ELSE 嘅課程咧，咁大家首先就係目前咧係冇任何工作在身啦。另外第二樣嘢就係最好就住喺Newcastle嘅嗰個區域嘅附近啦，因為呢個機構大部分合作嘅公司咧都係處於可能喺Newcastle市中心啦。咁譬如如果大家可能要坐1個鐘車或者坐好耐車轉好多程車先去到Newcastle嘅，咁你要去做呢啲義工服務啊，又或者係做呢啲咁嘅短期實習嗰陣時咧，都會幾辛苦嘅。咁第三嘅就係咧，你就需要有一定程度嘅英文水平啦。咁頭先佢所講嘅咧，就可能 level 1即係第一級別咧，都可以上呢個課程嘅。咁大家如果唔清楚自己依家嘅英文水平係咩喺邊一個程度嘅話咧，大家都可以去翻佢哋機構啦，做翻一個英文水平測試啦。咁佢都會做完呢個測試，睇好你哋份可能嘅測試之後咧，就會同你講翻究竟你適唔適合報讀呢一個 ELSE 嘅課程，定還是你可以報讀頭先佢所講嘅另一個課程啦。咁要留意嘅就係咧，因為譬如呢個 ELSE 嘅課程咧，佢哋主要係頭先所講就係希望大家可以投身工作啦，完成呢個課程之後，咁所以佢喺呢個過程入邊咧，就會有一個可能會幫你去揾一啲實習啊，又或者揾啲義工嘅工作機會嘅。咁因此咧， 會有佢另一位同事咧，就會喺呢個課程入邊咧，就會提供翻一啲可能就業嘅服務啦，譬如話教到大家點樣寫履歷啊，又或者教大家點樣申請工作啊，教大家點樣去面試嘅。咁當然，如果你唔報讀呢個課程，而係報讀頭先我哋所講嘅 BNO 英文課程嘅話，你都可以揾佢去即係輔導翻你點樣喺英國揾工啊、就業之類嘅。咁所以大家就唔需要擔心話，如果我報讀 BNO 英文課程就冇呢個服務，係兩個都有嘅。只不過如果你報呢個 ELSE 咧，就一定會包埋俾你咯。Thank you.
Thank you. This was it for me. If Shamaila has managed to join us, she will give you a bit more information on National Career Service. Shamaila, are you here?
咁我而家第二環節咧，就係會講翻頭先提及嘅就業服務啦。咁就等第二位講者睇下佢有冇機會用到佢部電腦去入呢個 meeting。如果冇嘅話咧，都唔緊要，佢都應該用翻而家呢位講者嘅電腦去匯報翻咯。So should we wait for a while or?
Isn't she connected already?
No, I am. I'm ready to start.
Okay.
Can you hear
Hello,
me?
Shamaila. Take it.
Hi.
Oh yeah.
Can
So I just
everybody
need
hear
to
me?
tap
Yeah.
you. Yes, I can hear you.
Ah, great. Hello, everyone. Right. My name is Shamaila, and I'm the personal advisor on National Career Service program. So basically, the National Career Service, it's a free service for anyone who lives in England, not in the UK, lives in England, who's aged 18 and over. So basically, what we do is we can talk to you about, what you're thinking to achieve in the long run or short run. Like, I mean, for example, if you already have a CV, I can have a look at it and I can make changes according to the UK standards. If you don't have a CV, we can create one from scratch. What happens is I register you and I explain everything. The registration can be done in a group or it can be done on a one-to-one basis. It all depends on you. And another option is if you're looking for volunteering work, we need to create your CV first, and then we can show you how to look for voluntary work in the UK. There's a website that we use. It's called, what is it called? It's Newcastle Volunteer Centre's website. But first of all, we ask you what kind of job you're thinking. And if you want to continue what you did in your home country, or are you looking for any job? It depends on you. We're not here to tell you, well, there's retail jobs available, you can apply for that. Or there's care work available, you can apply for that. We talk to you and we go forward based on what you're looking for. Should I stop or should I continue?
Yes, I can just have a quick summarize.
Yeah, please.
咁第二位講者咧就係負責翻一啲職業輔導嘅課程啦，一啲服務啦。咁呢個服務咧就係全免嘅，咁就為任何咧18歲以上而又喺英格蘭地區居住嘅人咧就提供呢啲咁嘅免費職業輔導嘅課程啦。咁首先咧佢哋就可能會同你對話啦，咁最緊要就係了解翻大家有冇啲咩，譬如話職業目標啊，有冇啲個人興趣之類，咁就等佢哋可以更加清楚點樣可以幫你輔導你或者幫助你去揾一啲義工啊，又或者就業機會嘅。咁如果大家有履歷嘅話咧，咁都可以俾佢哋過目下啦。咁佢哋就會可能俾翻啲建議你啦，又或者係如果你寫得唔太好嘅，咁佢哋可能都會根據翻英國呢邊咧比較標準嘅履歷格式咧，去幫你修改一下啦。咁但係就算大家冇履歷喺手咧，都唔緊要嘅，佢都可以咧逐步去指導你咧。去令你寫翻一封比較好嘅 CV 出嚟啦。咁你哋可以組成一個小組啦，去同佢哋進行職業輔導，又或者如果比較怕醜嘅，咁都可以1對1咁樣去進行職業輔導啦。咁喺完成咗呢啲步驟之後咧，佢就會等我喺個嗰個叫做我開翻個對話框，咁就黐翻個連結俾你哋。咁呢個咧網頁就係佢頭先提到話，佢哋就會透過呢個平台咧去揾一啲符合你興趣同埋目標嘅工作咧，介紹俾你哋啦。咁等大家可以去更好咁樣去融入翻一個英國嘅職場啦。Thank you.
Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll use an example so it will be easier to understand. So, for example, if somebody, if a client comes and they are looking for work as a retail assistant, sales assistant, like within retail sector, what we'll do is we'll register them on the program, we'll sort out their CV, and then we'll start looking for work in the retail sector. So we use Indeed website, we can use Asda website, Morrison's, all the superstores, all the shops in the town. It depends, what you want to do, whether you're looking for full-time or whether you're looking for part-time. So once we start searching, that's when we explain the job as well. So for example, when I'm going on Indeed, I type in sales assistant, and then we type in your postcode. So we look for jobs within 5 miles of your, your residence. And then what we do is we explain to you, well, this is the job role, these are the number of hours. Sometimes the advert tells us that the job starts at 9 or finishes at 3. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it might say 18 hours, or it might just say part-time, because most of the time it's either part-time or full-time. So once we explain to you, well, this is where the shop is, this is the area, this is how you get to the place. If it suits you, that's when we apply. We never apply for any job in your absence. The client has to be present before we make an application, because when I make anybody's CV, that CV is saved on our laptops. So when I see the client face-to-face, one-to-one job search, I can upload the CV from our laptop. But we never do it in your absence, because these are the policies and the procedures. What our aim is to show you, this is how you search, this is how you apply, and then we want you to practice as well. If you have any problem, you can email, you can ring, you can book an appointment. I do not contact clients every 2 weeks and asking them, do you need any help? We wait for the client to contact us. Yes, I'm happy with the CV. No, I'm looking for a job now. I want one-to-one support. And then we'll go forward according to the support that you're looking for. The jobs that you can apply with the CV, it's quite straightforward. But sometimes when you, for example, apply on Asda, they want you to make an online application. They want you to upload the CV. And as part of their application, they give you scenarios. And they'll ask, if a customer comes and they are not happy, what would you do? So many times people get confused at this part. We can do that together as well. Once you do it with an advisor, then hopefully it will give you idea as to how to do it independently. Yeah, thank you.
Alright，咁佢就舉咗例子話，譬如話呢個成個嘅服務咧，可以點樣幫到大家啦？咁就假設其實如果你依家係揾緊一份可能係零售業嘅工作嘅話咧，咁佢會做嘅嘢就係會先幫你登記使用呢個服務啦，然後咧就會根據翻你，譬如話你零售業，咁就會根據翻呢個行業，咁就幫你可能去俾下啲意見，俾你個 CV 睇下你有啲咩地方需要更改啦。第3步咧，佢就會首先同你一齊咧去嘗試揾翻一啲相應嘅工作，譬如話佢哋會透過一啲英國最大型嘅求職平台即係 Indeed 啦。另外，因為大家即係嗰位主人啦，咁佢就係揾緊一個銷售類型嘅工作啦，咁就會上翻 Asda 或者 Morrison 呢啲嘅網頁咧，咁因為佢哋都會有一個譬如話職位空缺嘅欄目啦，咁大家就會撳翻去入邊，咁就去睇下啲咩空缺啦。咁當然就會視乎大家究竟係想揾全職定係想揾兼職嘅工作啦。然之後譬如話假設 Morrison 上面有一個適合嘅崗位啦，咁佢哋咧就會同你一齊解釋翻譬如話呢一個職業呢一個空缺，佢嘅工作時數係幾多啦，佢究竟係咩性質啦，有啲乜嘢工作職責啊，又甚至乎話佢嘅薪金水平喺邊個位置。咁咧佢第一次咧，通常就係你會去佢嘅辦公室度，咁大家一齊咧去申請呢份工作嘅，因為佢哋嘅守則就係表明話咧，只有你在場嘅話咧，佢先可以用你份 CV 去申請工作嘅。咁當然啦，呢個過程期間咧，大家都可以熟習下究竟英國喺唔同行業揾工啊，究竟有啲咩分別之類。 咁另外大家要留意嘅就係咧，因為呢一個係一個就業服務啦，但係咧佢哋就唔會譬如話主動咁樣每2個星期又或者每1個星期就會打電話俾你哋去做啲跟進嘅，而係大家咧如果完成咗譬如話完成咗改 CV 啊，完成咗佢同你一齊去申請工作啲步驟之後咧，就會係大家主動聯絡佢。假設話你可能喺求職過程中有其他問題遇到咧，就要你自己主動打電話又好 email 好去聯絡翻佢哋啦。咁有啲譬如有啲公司咧，佢就比較可能直接啲啦，應該咁樣講。譬如話 Asta 個網頁咧，如果你想去申請佢嘅工作嘅話咧，佢會叫你喺網上遞交一份履歷表之餘咧，佢都會有啲已經準備好咗嘅面試題目，譬如話一啲比較情景題咁樣，就叫你去回答。咁如果大家對呢啲題目可能冇乜信心嘅話咧，咁都可以去同佢哋聯絡翻，咁等佢哋嘅呢啲咁嘅職業輔導員咧，同你一齊1對1嗰陣去做呢啲題目咧，咁等大家熟習下嘅。All right, thank you.
Yeah, and same goes for the volunteering as well. If someone wants to get some work experience, and they want to do some volunteering, it all depends. So if somebody is looking for volunteering in a retail sector, we normally advise you to go on to the charity shop's website and apply for the volunteering. And it's the same process. You upload your CV. We can do that together. And then they'll call them for an interview. It's the same process like a paid job. But with the volunteering, the good thing is you get the experience and you could get what you call reference as well. Because majority of the time when you don't have UK experience, when you apply for a job, they ask for 2 referees. And generally speaking, when people are doing ESOL course, they can ask their tutor for a reference, or they can ask for an advisor. But if I've worked with somebody for say 4 to 6 months, I can only give a reference for their character reference. I can't do the work experience reference because I've known them as a client. I do not know them as an employee. So it's very, very similar, but it all depends on you, what kind of support you're looking for. Sometimes we get clients, they just need their CVs done and they are ready to go and apply online, or they can just drop their CVs to different shops. Some of them, I don't see them again. But some of the clients who need more support, we can do interview practices as well. We can do job searches and how to fill in an application form. Applying with the CV, it's easy, but filling in an application form, it's a completely different process. Because with an application form, there is a job description and there's a person specification. I mean, I don't want people to worry about all of this terminology, because when we see you face to face, we explain all this. We do it with you, so you see it. We don't throw you in the deep end, because we know everything is new. I mean, I could imagine myself in a different country. I'd be in the same situation as you are. Some people, if their English is good, they can quickly pick up things. But some people need more support, but then that is absolutely fine. It all depends on the client. Thank you.
Thank you。咁第二樣佢頭先講到嘅就話，譬如大家可能有機會咧想揾嘅係一啲義工嘅服務經驗啦，因為譬如呢啲情況通常就係發生喺譬如話你啱啱嚟英國，冇一啲相關嘅工作經驗嘅話，大家都可以去嘗試下做一啲嘅義工服務。咁假設同頭先嘅例子一樣啦，假設如果你係想第時係從事一啲銷售嘅行業嘅，咁佢通常咧就會建議你咧去申請翻呢邊一啲嘅慈善機構嘅銷售服務啦。因為其實大家如果行喺一啲鎮中心啊或者市中心嘅話，都會見到有唔少嘅慈善機構嘅。咁佢哋入邊嘅員工咧，譬如話最出名就係嗰個 British Heart Foundation 咧，入邊嘅員工咧其實全部都係一啲義工人士啦。咁所以大家就可以透過申請呢啲義工機構嘅銷售嘅服務啊，銷售嘅工作咧，咁就係取得翻一啲相關嘅經驗。咁其實呢啲嘅申請義工嘅工作啊，又或者申請其他啲公司嘅工作嘅過程都係一樣啦。大家都係先上載翻你嘅 CV 啊，然之後進行翻一啲嘅面試。咁另外可能比較特別嘅就係有啲公司咧，或者有啲職位咧，佢會要求你去提供翻2個推薦人嘅。咁就可能係 佢哋會寫封信，或者係寫一啲或者係直接去聯絡個機構會直接聯絡你嘅推薦人，去問翻你，譬如話你嘅人格、你嘅品德，又或者甚至乎係你嘅工作能力係點嘅。咁如果大家係報讀頭先嗰個針對翻職位而設嘅英文課程嘅話咧，你都可以去要求翻，即係可以請求翻你嗰位嘅導師咧，去幫你寫翻張推薦信嘅。但係留意嘅就係咧，佢哋寫嘅推薦信咧，就只能夠證明你嘅可能性格特質啊，又或者你嘅品德方面嘅，就唔能夠幫你寫一張係可能推薦你就業啊或者工作能力方面嘅信，因為始終佢哋唔係你嘅僱主啦，所以就提供唔到呢方面嘅資訊。咁有啲大家如果可能使用呢個服務嘅話，就未必一定話要用晒佢所有服務嘅，即係可能按自己需要啦。譬如話你覺得自己個履歷嘅唔符合英國嘅標準嘅話，大家就可以叫佢哋幫手睇一睇你嘅履歷表啦。又或者大家可能覺得我個履歷都 OK 嘅，但係反而係可能面試過程入邊我唔係好有信心，咁大家就可以揾佢哋幫你練習下點樣去面試咯。所以大家就可以根據自己嘅需要，咁就問下佢哋有冇提供翻呢類嘅服務去協助你去喺英國揾工同埋就業咯。All right, thank you.
Thank you. When I see you for the registration, what happens is we create an action plan as well. Now, action plan is based on what you want to achieve in the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, depending on what your plans are. So a typical action plan would be that you want to create or you want to update your CV. If you want to improve your English, we can make an action plan as I want to improve my English. I want to get ESOL qualification. Or if somebody already has ESOL qualification, they could say, I want to work in retail sector, but I want to enroll on a customer service course. So if somebody says I'm looking for care course, or if I'm looking for customer service course, we can search. And this is the standard process. We can search online who's offering customer service courses, whether you are eligible, and how much fee you have to pay, if it's free. So all of these things we can do it together. And then the action plan is normally for 1 year. So we say, okay, by next year in June, July, I want to improve my English. I'm not saying when we say improve English that you become perfect. Basically, so when you can communicate with others. If it's a customer course, then we search for customer course. And then you enroll on a course, and then you achieve, and then you pass, and then you've got the qualification. Basically, you have the certificate to prove that you know what it's like to work in a retail sector, what it's like to be a customer service. Like Roxani said before, equal opportunities, equality and diversity, confidentiality. And when you see us, whatever you discuss, it's all confidential. We do not share it outside our organization. Yeah, I think I've covered the action plan, and I'll let you explain, and I'll go on to the last part.
Yeah, sure. This one's quite short, so it won't take me too long. 咁主要係第4點咧，就係講話大家可能一齊同嗰位嘅就業諮詢輔導員咧，去一齊建立一個叫做行動目標，叫做一個可能一啲計劃表啦。咁喺呢個喺一個階段咧，佢哋就可能會諮詢下你，究竟你有冇啲咩短期啊或者長期嘅職業目標啦。譬如話，如果你嘅目標係希望可能改善下自己嘅英文嘅，咁當然佢就會同你設立翻一個譬如話時間表，大概係1年之後，你會想你嘅英文水平提升到去乜嘢地步啦。咁就等大家有個參考。咁假設啦，如果你好似頭先所講，你想去申請一啲銷售類別嘅工作銷售類別嘅工作嘅話咧，咁大家可能話覺得自己嘅即係一啲客戶服務嘅能力未夠太好嘅話咧，佢都會同你一齊可能睇下英國有冇提供到一啲嘅課程啦，可以俾大家增進下呢方面嘅技巧。咁當然喺呢個過程入邊咧，因為報讀呢啲課程一般上嚟講咧都會有費用噶嘛，咁佢就會同你解釋清楚究竟A 呢個課程幾多錢 ，B 呢個課程幾多錢，又或者佢哋涵蓋嘅係咩內容。咁等大家喺呢一年嘅即係大家有個目標去追求嘅話咧，就知道應該要做啲乜嘢啦。咁當然喺成個過程，無論係你喺諮詢佢啦，又或者係你希望佢幫你去修改啊，或者俾一啲建議嘅話，成個過程咧都係會絕對保密嘅，咁所以就大家可以放心啦。Thank you.
Right. National Career Service has a website as well. When I see them at the first meeting, they'll get an information pack which will have jet leaflet and National Career Service charter. It will tell them why they need a CV, list of agencies and websites they can use for job searches, and a page from our website. So basically on the National Career Service website, there are different sections, and they can explore the website in their own time. They can look at different careers. So what happens is in a career section, they can type in teaching assistant or retail assistant. And if they click on the role, it gives them an overall picture. So what's the salary, how many hours they'll be working, what are the working patterns, what skills they need, what qualification they need, what they will do within that job, what courses are available in their local area. And towards the bottom of the page, there's also a link to the government website, Find a Job. So the website is really useful for you to find out about different roles. It also gives you information about interview practices, skills as well. And you can do self-assessment as well, because some people do not know what they want to do. So they'll ask you questions about your personality, and then they can guide you, okay, according to the answers.
I think they might have a technical problem on their side.
Oh, something went wrong.
Yeah, because
Everybody hear me?
yeah, right now I can hear you now.
Oh God, I thought something happened to the internet.
Yeah, no worries.
Yes, so everybody's welcome to visit the website, and they'll find it for themselves. So the website has majority of the careers explained. Interview practices, it gives you tips about CV, it gives you tips about job searches, and there was something else, job applications as well. So, and it has a free phone number that they can call if they wish to speak to an advisor. They can see us face to face, but if they want to speak to somebody over the phone, it's up to the person. It's a really, really helpful website. Yeah. Thank you.
咁最後咧，佢都有提到翻一個網頁咧，咁大家可以參考咁。咁我依家先將個連結黐去個 chat box，咁大家都可以喺陣間得閒嗰陣咧去睇一睇嘅。咁呢個連結咧，主要就可能俾咗幾樣嘢俾大家啦。第一就係佢會提供翻一啲唔同行業、唔同職位，佢會有一欄咧，就係中間嗰欄，喺我呢邊就中間嗰欄啦。咁你撳咗入去之後咧，你就可以打翻你自己想揾啲咩工作。譬如話，如果你想揾教育方面嘅，你可能打 teacher 咁樣啦。咁你撳完之後咧，你就可以撳翻去相應嘅職位名稱度啦。咁佢就會提供咗一啲好有用嘅資訊，譬如話平均呢個職位嘅人每年嘅人工係幾多啦，又或者佢哋嘅工作時數一般上嚟講係幾多啦，甚至乎係佢下面咧會有啲資訊就係提供咗俾你，就話你可以點樣入行啦。然之後等我碌落去少少啊，你可能如果做呢個職位嘅話，你會有啲乜嘢職責啦，又或者佢都會提供翻依家目前有啲乜嘢嘅就業機會，譬如話無論係學徒又好，又或者係依家有嘅課程都好，可以提升你嘅嗰個工作崗位嘅技能咧，佢都會有喺呢個網站度列清楚俾你嘅。另外就係除咗你可以揾唔同職位有啲咩要求，又或者薪金之外咧，你亦都可以用佢嘅一個技能評估嘅服務咧，去評估翻你自己嘅唔同嘅技能啦，咁就可以知道究竟你依家個技能水平，你適合做啲咩工作啊，又或者你可以點樣去改善你呢啲咁嘅唔同嘅工作技能啊？因為喺呢個網頁上面咧，你都可以揾翻一啲相應嘅課程。佢喺個網頁，我諗喺我呢邊啦，就喺最右手邊咧，會有個 Find a Course， 即係可以揾翻啲相應嘅課程俾你啦。咁大家就可以按翻自己嘅目標，按翻自己嘅需求咧，去揾翻啲相應嘅工作嘅。咁另外有個好實用嘅服務咧，就係大家會見到喺呢個網頁上面咧，會有一個服務熱線嘅。咁大家如果有一啲可能就業方面嘅問題啊，或者需要嘅話，大家都可以致電翻呢個服務熱線啦。又或者佢都會有一個網上嘅聊天功能啦。另外當然大家如果都係希望用啲比較傳統啲嘅方法係面對面嘅話，大家都可以去預約翻一個時段去同佢哋嘅輔導員去對話嘅。Thank you。
Yeah, and the last thing is, it's up to the person what they want to do. So, for example, on a short term, they are looking for any job. So we'll say, okay, you can apply in the retail sector, you can apply in the factory or in care. It depends on the person. But if their long-term goal is if they want to be a teacher, or if they want to be a teaching assistant, they want to work in a school, they want to work as an administrator, then we look at the steps they need to take. So, for example, what qualifications they already have, what they need for that particular role, because within UK, it does not matter what qualification you have. If I have qualification as a if I have my degree in accounting, I cannot go into teaching because I do not have teaching qualification. So I need to find out what kind of courses I can do, if I need to do teaching assistant, or if I want to do nursery nurse. So in order to do any job, you need to have you need to do courses related to that job. You need to have the qualifications. I'll give you my example. My degree is in accounting, but in order to work as a careers advisor, I completed NVQ level 4 in information advice and guidance. Without that level, I cannot work as a national career service advisor. And it's the same for every other field as well. For teaching, you need to for teaching assistant, you need qualification as a teaching assistant. For admin assistant, you need a level 1 or level 2 as in admin role. So it just depends on what you want to do. We are not saying that it's not possible. Everything is possible, but it takes time because it's a new country, new environment. Everything takes time, and eventually you will settle down. So for now, it's like majority of the people say it's any job, but I would really like to be an accountant, or I would really like to be a doctor or an engineer or a pilot or electrician, or if I want to start my own business. For starting own business, we don't have the expertise. So that's when we refer the clients to another organization that specializes in the field, and they can give them advice around how to set up their own business if that's what they want to do in long term. Thank you.
Alright，咁另外一樣咧就係視乎翻大家嘅個人情況啦。譬如如果你嘅短期目標依家係話我揾乜嘢類型嘅工作都可以嘅話咧，咁當然佢就會去幫你尋找翻唔同行業嘅工作機會啦。咁但係譬如話你長遠目標係可能一啲比較特定嘅行業，譬如話你想做老師，又或者你可能想喺呢邊做護士嘅話咧，咁佢都會同你去研究翻究竟你要真係入行做呢一樣嘢嘅話，你究竟需要啲咩步驟啦，需要啲乜嘢資歷啦。咁佢哋就會審視翻你目前有嘅資歷啦，咁去決定翻你可以有啲咩做。咁譬如話假設你真係想做老師嘅，咁其實同香港都一樣啦，喺呢邊做老師嘅話都需要一個教師牌啦。咁即係換言之，譬如話如果你嘅大學學位係讀好似佢咁樣讀會計嘅話咧，咁你就唔可以突然之間一夜之間咧就去到學校教書嘅。咁所以咧，大家最緊要咧就係研究翻唔同行業究竟有冇啲咩喺英國嚟講咧，佢必須要你有嘅牌照或者資歷嘅。咁以佢嘅例子嚟講咧，佢就係大學讀會計㗎啦，但係佢依家就做緊譬如話一啲嘅生涯規劃或者一啲職業嘅輔導員啦。咁佢都先需要咧去讀一個課程，咁佢呢個課程就叫 NVQ， 係第4等級嘅課程，佢要完成咗呢一個系列，然之後係符合翻佢依家工作要求嘅課程咧，佢先係可以真正去入行嘅。即係譬如話，如果你呢一刻你係想做，可能淨係做teaching assistant， 我都唔係好記得中文叫乜嘢，應該叫助教係啦，叫助教嘅話咧，咁你都係要上翻一啲譬如話係第2等級或者第3等級，去證明咗你接受咗呢個教育啦，咁你先係可以申請翻一啲工作嘅。咁所以大家就要俾啲耐性啦。咁如果真係想可能轉行嘅話咧，就最緊要就研究翻英國呢邊有冇啲咩要求，因為有機會咧係同香港嗰邊嘅要求唔一樣嘅，呢個就大家要留意啦。Thank you.
Yes, that's it from me. But when I see you face to face, that's when we talk about it in more detail and answer any questions you have. Yeah, that's it.
大家唔好意思，我頭先漏咗一點咧，就係如果大家在座各位有人係想創業嘅話咧，咁目前 JET 機構或者 National Career Service 咧，佢哋就未有專人咧係即係主要負責呢一方面啦。咁大家如果有需要嘅話，都可以同佢哋聯絡，但係咧佢哋就會去轉介翻你咧去一啲適合嘅機構。咁如果大家有啲咩比較斟酌啲嘅問題咧，都可以聯絡翻佢哋，咁佢哋同你面對對話嗰陣時咧，就可以更加清楚咁樣講解咯。咁應該接下來咧，就係我哋最後一位講者咧，去講解翻 Dream Discover Do 生涯規劃呢個 program 嘅。咁我哋就等各位講者準備好，我哋就可以開始啦。I think we can let Gary to start the last part right now.
Yes, if I just may have
so
one
much.
more minute. This is my email and Shamaila's email if you want to contact us. As I said before, I will send this over to Andrew and he can share it with you so you can read again all the information. I want you to know that even if you don't do LC or if you don't do the BNO English to Go, you can still contact Shamaila and she can help you with your CV through and everything else she mentioned through the National Career Service. Yeah. You don't have to do the BNO or the LC to be with Shamaila. So if you want to contact either of us to ask for more information or to register either in National Career Service or BNO or LC, please feel more than welcome. We will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for your time.
Thank you。咁呢個 PowerPoint 陣間咧，佢哋會 send 翻俾 Andrew 啦，咁就會由 Andrew send 翻俾大家。咁大家留意就係，即使你唔報讀佢哋提供嘅 ELSE 又或者係 BNO 嘅英文課程嘅話咧，大家有任何求職就業方面嘅問題咧，都可以 email 翻喺熒幕上面show 俾大家嘅 email 啦。咁當然啦，我哋都係重新翻一次，我哋會將呢個 PowerPoint send 翻俾大家嘅，所以大家唔需要擔心啦。Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So is it just over to me now, yeah?
Yes, you now. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you. I think, Odette, your translating is amazing.
Oh, thank you so much.
I think you're going to need a clap at the end. And thank you, Roxani and Shimola, because I feel like I've learned loads listening to you. And I know that our organisation has always worked closely with Jet, but I've never actually met you before, so nice to meet you. I think I'm sharing my slideshow now.
Yes, we can all see it. Thank you.
Is it in small size or large size?
I can see it quite clearly, so I think there's no problem with that.
Okay, lovely.
Thank you.
So my name's Gary Nicholson, and I'm a manager at Newcastle City Learning, and we offer a range of courses across the city in all kinds of different subjects. Some are language classes, but also courses for jobs, courses for arts, a whole range. And in the past, sometimes learners from Hong Kong have tried to enroll on our courses and been told no. And because I didn't think that that was fair, we've got an offer of some courses that Hong Kong learners can access now. But what I'd really like to stress is that I'm going to talk about Dream, Discover, Do and 2 other opportunities. But these courses are for people who are confident in their English and confident enough in their English to be in a class with native English speakers. So to give you an idea on the most recent Dream, Discover, Do course, we had 8 learners. 1 of them was from Hong Kong, 2 of them were from Africa, and 5 of them were native English speakers. Shall I let you translate it?
Yeah, sure. 咁最後一位講者，咁佢就嚟自翻 Newcastle 嘅 City Learning 啦。咁我喺上網就有揾過佢哋嘅地址嘅，咁佢哋就喺 NE4 嗰個位置啦。所以如果住市中心嘅話，大家去嗰個機構度去上翻呢個課程咧，都幾方便嘅。 咁佢呢個 Dream Discovery Do 呢個應該話佢呢個機構咧，其實就會提供咗一系列唔同嘅課程啦。咁當然就涵蓋翻頭先我哋所講嘅可能語言方面嘅協助啊，又或者係職業方面嘅輔導嘅。咁佢喺之前咧都有收到一啲可能香港人報讀課程啦。咁但係呢一個我哋依家即將講嘅課程咧 ，Dream Discovery Do 咧，咁佢就係主要設計俾一啲可能對自己英文水平比較有信心嘅人去參加嘅。因為喺呢個課程入邊咧，你會接觸到一啲喺當地係真真正正講英文嘅人啦，去學習嘅。咁譬如話一個例子就係佢哋前排有一個課程啦，咁課程入邊就有8個人啦。咁其中一位咧就係香港人啦，而另外2位就嚟自非洲。咁其餘5位咧都係喺英國即係喺一啲英文係母語嘅水平嘅人士啦。咁所以如果大家對自己英文比較有信心，而又想可能有多啲機會講英文啊，接觸多啲唔同人嘅話咧，咁呢一個計劃咧就會好適合大家噶啦。Thank you.
Thank you. Right, I'll move on to the Dream Discover Do slides. So this is a 4-week course. It runs for 3 days a week at a centre in Heaton. The next one actually starts next Monday, and there are still some places on it. The Dream Discover Do course is for people who have either got a dream or want to dream because they're not quite sure what they're going to do. And then during the course of the 4 weeks, there are opportunities to talk about it. We have management, business advice. We have creative workshops so that you can develop a plan and try and make that plan happen. So as part of the course is also opportunities to volunteer. So quite often people who join the course are keen on the idea of starting their own business. So recently, on the first course that we did, for instance, we had a lady who wanted to start her own coffee shop. So she came up with a plan for that and did some volunteering in an independent coffee shop. We've also had, we had another learner, for instance, who wanted to start their own jewellery making business. So we were able to offer them a course in jewellery making and help with coming up with a plan to how they could actually begin to make that happen. It doesn't just have to be around business. It could be around anything that you choose. But that course lasts for 3 days a week, 9:30 till 2:30, and it's at the Heaton Centre. And again, I would stress that on that course, on the last course, we had a learner from Hong Kong. They didn't think that their English was as good as it actually was, and their English was actually very good. And that gave them a lot of confidence, because what they'd found is that they'd mostly been having conversations within their own community, and it gave them an opportunity to talk with a wider group of people. But their English was probably at level 2, even though they didn't realise that. So that's Dream Discover Do. Odette?
Alright，咁我喺開始創西呢一段之前咧，咁大家就留意翻，如果大家係報讀咗頭先 JET 嘅 BNO 英文課程，又或者係 ELSC 嘅課程話咧，就冇得再即係報讀呢個 Dream Discovery Go 噶啦。咁呢個 Dream Discovery Do 咧 ，sorry 頭先講錯咗名啦 ，Dream Discovery Do 咧就係一個為期4星期嘅課程，然之後每星期咧就會有3日咧都係需要去上堂嘅。咁如果大家有興趣報讀嘅話咧，嚟緊下星期1咧就會有新嘅1期嘅課程啦。咁呢個課程咧就會由每日朝頭早9點半啦，到下晝2點半，咁即係差唔多係5個鐘嘅課程嚟嘅。咁喺呢個成個計劃入邊咧，咁如果你係有興趣創業㗎啦，咁佢都會提供翻一啲可能你創業嘅建議啊，又或者提供翻一啲相應嘅工作坊俾大家嘅。咁喺呢個計劃入邊咧，大家就都係同樣啦，喺開始之前咧就會制定翻啲計劃啦，然之後就希望呢個4星期之後咧，大家可以真真正正咁去做到你呢個計劃入邊所定嘅目標啦。咁假設啦，譬如因為過往咧，佢呢一個計劃入邊咧都有啲學員咧係想創業嘅，譬如話就一位女士啦，佢希望開自己一間咖啡店啦。咁佢哋咧就可能幫佢制定咗一個計劃啦，然之後亦都為佢安排咗一啲喺其他咖啡店嘅一啲義工服務啦，或者志願工作啦，咁等佢就有啲相應嘅經驗啦。又或者有另一位學員咧，佢都係可能想自己創立一個係整首飾珠寶嘅 生意啦。咁佢哋都提供咗一啲課程咧，係譬如話一個整首飾嘅工作坊啦，去令到佢幫助佢咧可以制定翻一個自己嘅計劃嘅。咁當然啦，唔一定會係創業嘅。如果大家可能有其他嘅目標嘅話咧，大家都可以係去同嗰個輔導員講翻啦，然之後喺呢個計劃入邊真真正正佢就會幫助到你噶啦。咁大家其實唔需要話好擔心自己英文係咪真係好唔掂，因為之前佢都提過有啲學員咧都係以為自己即係都係香港人啦，以為自己英文唔夠好啦，但其實後尾發現咧自己原來都可以同到當地人溝通嘅喎，即係英文都唔係自己想象中咁差嘅喎。所以其實呢一個計劃咧，除咗等大家可以接受到一啲職業輔導啊、職業導向嘅內容之外咧，大家都係多咗個機會咧，可以同當地人溝通啦，都提升翻自己嘅自信心啦。咁再補翻一句就係，如果大家係讀咗 JET 嘅課程咧，而又想讀翻呢個 Dream Discovery Do 嘅話咧，咁就要自己再另外去俾翻個學費㗎啦。咁所以大家只能夠係二選其一嘅啫。Thank you.
Thank you. I forgot to say as well that we pay for your transport to go to this course, and you also get a free Chromebook at the end of the course if you complete. Right, so I'm going to move on to the next slide, which is another opportunity that some people might be interested in. It's called the Health and Social Care Academy in Newcastle. So the local council asked us to run this course because there's a need for carers to go into people's homes. Mostly elderly, but in some cases disabled learners, to help them with their needs at home. So this is a 4-week course. We've got the next one starts next Tuesday. It runs for 2 days a week, and it gives you every bit of knowledge that you need to be able to go into a role as a carer. But there's also guaranteed job interviews with this course, and quite often we find that people who start the course have actually been offered a job before they complete, because there is a big gap in the number of people needed in this sector. Sorry, I think that came out a bit wrong. So what I would say again about this course is that it's about communication. So you need to have a level of English and written English to feel confident enough to be able to go into people's homes and talk with them and understand their needs. If you're interested in that one, also, I think we've got 7 learners on that course. And to give you another example on that course, at the moment, we don't have any Hong Kong learners on this course, but we've got 2 people from North Africa, and we've got 3 people who are English native speakers. So to give you, again, an idea, this is about an opportunity to develop your English with a mixed group of people and native English speakers. Adette?
Yes， 咁另外一個課程咧，如果大家係有興趣從事翻一啲護理啊，或者係照顧老人家嘅行業嘅話咧，咁呢一個課程大家都可以考慮下報讀嘅。咁因為喺英國啦，其實呢一行咧，即係主要係上門去照顧老人家日常生活方面咧，其實呢一個需求咧都幾高嘅。咁所以大家可以考慮下啦。如果有興趣喺英國就業嘅話，而對呢一方面有興趣嘅話咧，就可以考慮下報讀呢個課程啦。咁呢個課程咧都係一個為期4星期嘅課程啦，然之後每日就需要唔係每日啦，係每個禮拜咧就會有2日咧需要去上堂嘅。咁就係最新嘅課程咧就係下個星期2啦就會開始啊，所以大家可以有興趣嘅話咧都可以考慮下報讀啦。咁呢一個課程入邊咧，主要就會涵蓋翻所有如果你希望從事呢個老人照顧嘅行業嘅話咧，究竟會有啲乜嘢需要知道啦，又或者你有啲咩需要學啦，甚至乎係有冇啲咩溝通技巧啊，你需要知道之類嘅。咁呢個計劃好好嘅地方咧，就在於其實佢係會有提供埋一個譬如好似就業保障嘅俾你啦。而之前都有唔少學員咧喺完成呢個課程之前咧，就已經有人請㗎啦，所以其實都證明到呢一行咧其實係好高需求嘅。咁所以如果大家對自己嘅英文溝通能力啊，又或者書寫能力啊，好有自信，都未必話好有嘅，即係有啲自信嘅話咧，其實大家都可以報讀下呢個課程，一來可以增進下自己啦，提升下自己英文水平啦；二來其實都係一個叫做提升翻自己嘅就業能力嘅課程嚟嘅。咁由於呢個課程咧，就係都有嚟自唔同地方嘅人 去參加，即係譬如佢就講咗例子，就係話之前嘅課程咧，就有啲可能有其中2個學員咧係嚟自北非嘅，咁然後有其他就係可能當地嘅英國人啦。咁呢個就係一個好好嘅機會咧，俾大家去同一啲講唔同英文嘅人啦，甚至乎係英文水平係參差嘅人咧去溝通。咁所以大家都可以考慮一下嘅。Thank you.
Thank you. And I've got 2 more slides, which I'm going to do together. So I'm going to click through to the next one. This is just a small opportunity. It's not really a course at all, but we've been running some sessions across the city called Coffee, Cake and Conversation, which are exactly what they say. People who come along get coffee, cake and a conversation. And the idea is that the next one that we've got is at Gosforth Library a week on Friday, and people turn up and we choose a question that we would like to discuss. And the question is quite often a very simple question, such as what does it mean to be happy, or why is food important? So these are very broad questions that we choose, and anybody can turn up, native language English speakers and any nationality, and we sit and talk about that question. And we've got the next one a week on Friday, and if anybody's interested, they're welcome to sign up to that also. There's also tea. It's not just coffee, decaffeinated and caffeinated. Now, my slides seem to have started mixing up all over the place. Now, one of the reasons for putting this information event on was to clear up the confusion about doing courses. And I think Roxani made this really clear earlier, that if you're doing a JET course, you can't do one of these courses. But I've tried to make it clear that these courses really are for people who feel more confident in their English, but want the opportunity to learn with native English speakers as well, who perhaps feel very ready to go into work much more quickly. If you want to know if you're eligible for one of these courses, it's really simple. All you've got to do is email Michelle Ashley at newcastle.gov.uk. She has the lists. She contacts JET to make sure that there's no confusion over it at all. And then Michelle, if you contacted Michelle, Michelle would contact JET, and she would also contact me. And then you would know very quickly whether you can come onto one of the courses or not. And I think that's me. So over to you, Odette.
Yes, 咁最後一個活動 Oh, sorry, before I interpret, I would just like to know for the tea, coffee and conversation one, if they participate in the JET course, can they still do this? Because this one is not like a course thing.
Yeah, anybody can just do that regardless. It's got nothing to do with funding. It's not choosing JET or choosing us. It's just something that people can come to if they would like to.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Just for clarification.
Can I make a note as well? Hi, it's Roxanne again.
Yes.
The only course that it is choosing between JET and the college is the BNO English to Go. So, for example, if people start doing the Read, Discover, Do or any other of the amazing courses that Gary mentioned, and they want to do LC with us, they are more than welcome to do it. It's only for the BNO English to Go that they cannot.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you.
咁喺講佢頭先講嘢之前，我先講翻頭先 Gary 講嘅一個可能咖啡小組嘅活動啦。咁呢個活動咧，下一期就係喺星期5嘅朝頭早10點到11點15分舉辦嘅。咁其實佢哋都會定期有呢個咁嘅咖啡小組咧，咁就等大家喺譬如話唔同人士都可以參加嘅。咁喺呢個活動期間咧，佢哋就可能每一次咧都會揀一條題目啦，可能係會問下你究竟你覺得快樂嘅定義係乜嘢啦，又或者你覺得點解食物係咁重要？咁佢哋就會揀一條題目啦，然之後等所有參賽者就係一齊去討論呢啲咁嘅題目嘅。咁所以其實係一個好好嘅機會咧，去俾大家去同唔同人士嘅接觸啊，去交流啦。咁呢個活動好在就係咧，即使你可能參加咗譬如話 JET 提供嘅 BNO 英文課程啦，咁你都係可以歡迎參加呢個活動嘅。咁要補充嘅一點就係咧。頭先我哋所講話，如果你參加咗 JET 嘅 BNO 課程嘅話咧，英文課程咧，咁你就唔可以再參加呢個 Westgate Community College 咧舉辦嘅 Dream Discovery Do 嘅，所以就係 BNO 英文課程，又或者係 Dream Discovery Do 課程二選其一嘅。咁當然如果大家譬如話 有啲疑問嘅話，都歡迎問翻呢啲講者啦。咁佢哋就可能會為你提供翻一啲意見，咁就令你明白究竟你可唔可以參加呢個活動，又或者可唔可以報讀嗰個課程啦。Yes, do you have any other things to say about the dream discovery and do?
No, I think I'm done at that, and you must be really tired by now.
No, not really. Meanwhile, let me just paste the link of your website to the chat box so that they can have a look at the website at the meantime. And then I think this question, because I got one question in the chat box, it should be about the CV and employment. So our guest said that they have to provide references letter from previous jobs in Hong Kong if they are applying jobs in the UK. I think it's asking
Samaya, yeah. I think that really depends on the employer. I mean, if they have done something in Hong Kong that was in English, for example, that could be something that they could ask for a reference letter from there. But this is one of the reasons why we say that volunteering is so important. If you start with volunteering, you will have the people that you volunteered with that could provide a reference letter, and you will not need a reference letter from Hong Kong, because it might need to be translated. It might be a hassle to contact people that you have worked for many years ago. So this is why I think many employers are very open to having personal references instead of work references, if that makes sense. But honestly, that depends on the employer. So each application that you will do will be quite similar to the previous one, but will have small differences, and reference letters will be one of them for sure. I hope this helps.
Thank you。咁我有位來賓咧就問到話，譬如如果喺英國申請工作，我可唔可以問香港嘅僱主拎翻一封嘅推薦信咧？咁其實就好視乎你申請嗰個工作嘅僱主有啲咩要求啦。咁所以佢哋都會建議，譬如話如果你可能有少少時間嘅話咧，都可以喺呢度參加翻啲嘅義工服務啦。咁就因為呢啲義工服務嘅機構咧，通常都會提供翻一份比較可能符合翻英國僱主想要嘅推薦信俾大家啦。咁點解我哋話可能香港提供嘅推薦信未必得咧？咁主要嘅情況就係可能如果你嘅僱主咧係出一份中文版本嘅俾你咧，咁你可能需要翻譯翻佢啦，然之後再俾僱主睇啦。另外一個原因就係如果譬如大家可能有啲僱主係你已經好耐，可能幾年前嘅話咧，咁你英國嘅僱主咧又可能需要再 email 啊，又或者用其他方法去聯絡佢嘅話咧，對於佢哋嚟講咧都的而且確係有少少麻煩啦，可能係。咁另外就係依家啲僱主其實都提供多一個選項，就係除咗證明你工作能力嘅推薦信之外咧，都有另一個就係可能證明你嘅個人特質啊之類嘅推薦信嘅。所以大家就有啲咩唔明咧，主要都係問翻你申請緊嗰個工作嗰位僱主，又或者嗰位嘅 HR 咧，佢有啲乜嘢要求嘅。咁要留意就係雖然可能你申請緊同類嘅工作啦，但係佢哋嘅要求啊，又或者細則啊，都會有少少唔一樣嘅。咁就希望解答到你嘅問題啦。咁如果大家同時咧有啲咩其他問題咧，都可以打埋去 chat box 嘅。咁等然後我依家就會黐翻份嗰個叫做意見表格啦，俾大家。咁如果大家冇乜問題嘅話咧，就可以先填寫呢份嘅活動表格，然之後咧就如果有問題咧都可以隨時發問嘅。咁因為我都仲有少少時間剩啦。So I've asked them if they have any more further questions. They can just type in the chat box because we still have some time left here.
Yeah, I just wanted to, I agree with Roxani. It all depends on the employer when it comes to the reference. We normally say to people that it's better if they can get the reference from UK, but in the worst scenario, if they can't, it depends on the employer if they will accept their home country reference or not. That's why I agree. Volunteering is important. They need to get out and about within the community. So when they meet people, they'll meet other professionals, or they'll start doing courses at different organizations. And then when they register on programs like National Career Service or on any other program, they might be able to provide character reference. we cannot guarantee, but they can always try. Yeah.
係啦，咁再補充一點就係，當然究竟你可唔可以交一份喺香港僱主出嘅求職信，都係視乎翻你準備即係面試嗰間嘅公司啦。咁當然最好咧，都係最好就係有翻一份由英國嘅機構啊或者人士啊去出俾你嘅一個叫做推薦信咧，係最好嘅，因為可能有啲英國嘅僱主佢哋唔接受咧，咁所以大家其實要留意翻如果你有時間嘅，咁就真係希望可能有翻一封英國嘅求職信嘅話咧，都申請翻一啲志願啊或者義工服務，咁就由佢哋提供翻一份英國出嘅即係推薦信俾大家啦。咁 And then I have another question for Gary about the coffee chat time. So they're asking if they can have more information or the website about the coffee time on Friday again. Is it all right for them to just walk in, or do they have to like reserve a place? Thank you.
It would be helpful if they sent an email to Michelle to say that they plan to attend.
Yes, if you can send them type the email to the chat box so then they can quickly copy it. Thank you.
They will find the details. I've just put in the website.
Yeah, okay.
The details are on the website down in the bottom left-hand corner. They can scroll through. It's on the social media there, and that gives them the details and the time and the place.
Oh. Is it the website that I just paste on the chat box?
It's the one that I put into the chat box, yeah.
大家請稍等，我揾一揾嗰個聯絡資料俾大家先。Because I need a bit of time to find the contact detail.
If not, you're welcome to share the PowerPoint.
Okay, so they have the contact information on the PowerPoint, am I right?
Yeah, if they contact Michelle Ashley and just let her know.
Yeah, sure. 咁陣間咧，佢哋會將翻張 PowerPoint 咧就 send 俾 Andrew 啦。咁我陣間 Andrew 就會再轉發翻俾大家。咁如果你有興趣參加嚟緊星期五嗰個咖啡小聚嘅話咧，大家就可以按翻 PowerPoint 上面嘅 email 聯絡翻負責人。咁我同佢講翻你有興趣參加啦，咁佢哋就可以知道有幾多人係會去嘅。咁所以我就依家見到 Jennifer 佢有興趣啦。咁如果其他人有興趣嘅話咧，都可以留意翻，因為唔止下個禮拜五嘅，佢哋都會定期有呢啲咁嘅活動去等大家同翻當地人啊，又或者唔同嘅人士去交流嘅。唔該晒。Thank you, everyone。仲有冇其他問題咧？大家可以有啲唔明嘅話，都可以再問翻㗎喎。How to apply course? So how can we apply the courses that we've just mentioned? Let's say the BNO and the Dream Discover Do. Do we just have to email you and then it will be all right?
Yep. For me, yes.
Yes, as Gary mentioned, if I think you said that they have to contact Michelle.
That's right.
If you contact Michelle, she will then contact me in order to make sure that we don't have anyone doing the BNO and the Dream Discover Do. So we take care of that. No worries about it. And if you want to register in the classes with JET, either the BNO or LC or National Career Service, so not the course but the service, you can email either me or Shamaila, and we can give you all the information you need in order to register. We will invite you over for the registration. If you want, I will write my email here again and you can copy paste it.
Yes, thank you.
And the moment, I think that already one of the people here have contacted me, and I will contact you by the end of the day to give you more information about everything.
Yes, thank you so much. 咁如果大家有興趣報讀任何一個課程嘅話咧，咁就正話陣間我哋會 send 翻個 PowerPoint 俾大家啦，咁就去聯絡翻佢哋嘅電郵地址。咁或者咧佢都已經打咗其中一個 email 咧，即係如果大家有興趣報讀 BNO 嘅英文課程，又或者 ELSE 嗰個英文課程嘅話咧，大家就可以直接聯絡翻 Rosani 頭先喺 chat box 度打嘅 email 啦。咁如果想報讀Dream Discover Do 嘅話，就直接聯絡翻 Michelle， 咁佢嘅聯絡電郵地址咧就會陣間喺 PowerPoint 度一次過 send 晒俾大家㗎啦。Thank you。
Thank you so much, Odette. You are a machine. You have been amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yes, I agree. Bless you for remembering everything.
I will see if they still have any more questions, but let me have a look. Yeah, we still have quite a lot of people here. 咁如果大家冇其他問題咧，就如果係填寫咗頭先嘅意見表格之後咧，就可以離開呢個會議㗎啦。咁希望第時嘅活動咧都會見到大家參加啦。